Good evening, everyone. This is Robert. Our network presents another exciting edition of Inside Pitch Advanced. The 1980 season is on the air. Today's date is July 19th, 1980. We are at Fenway Park for an American League matchup between the Minnesota Twins and the Boston Red Sox. The Twins come into this game a record of 41-47, and they are 6 games under 500 at the moment. Minnesota at one point was in second place in the division, and they have now dropped all the way to 5th. So right now, Minnesota having a rough July. They were 39-35 at the start. They're now 41-47. The Boston Red Sox, they're pretty much staying pat. They're 44-43, a game over 500. They are tied with Detroit for 4th in the American League East behind the Blue Jays. But, of course, still a long way to go as we move forward and getting closer and closer to the pennant race. So an important matchup here for the Twins and the Red Sox, both trying to get some wins. Ben Witz, Ernest Cruz, and the lovely Barbara joins us here at Fenway Park. The Twins historically won this game. Another shutout, 4-0. The Twins had 9 hits and no errors. The Red Sox had 5 hits and an error. We'll see what Inside Pitch has to say tonight. So, I'm not 100% sure. I think this is our second trip to Fenway Park. And we'll see how Fenway Park holds on for tonight's game. So, everybody gets set and ready to go for some Saturday night baseball, as the Twins and the Red Sox will play each other tonight. Let's get things started. Starting pitcher for the Boston Red Sox, 22-year-old Bobby Ojeda. He only had 7 starts in 80, 1 win, 1 loss, but a 6.92 ERA. But of course, Ojeda would win a World Series with a team from Queens in about 6 years. We are at Fenway Park. Neutral park, but actually favors hitters. There is a chance of robbing a home run in center field and right field, and of course, with the Green Monster, unless you're Superman, you're not robbing a home run there. So, if we're set and ready to go, the first pitch of this game is about to go, so everyone settle in. Let's go to the top of the first. Leading off for the Twins, left fielder Roy Smalley. Now, before I even start, you'll notice Roy Smalley does not have a rating for left field. No, it is not a mistake, and you'll find out in a moment, but Roy Smalley will bat. 278 average, 12 homers, 63 RBIs, and 80. We're going to use blue, white, and red dice. Red Sox are the home team. A good crowd at Fenway Park. Twins and the BOS Sox. Let's see what happens tonight. Ojeda, 7-7, walk 4, and that will be ball 4. Smalley will trot to first, and it will be a leadoff walk. First walk given up by Ojeda. He only had 13 of them in 80. Next batter will be the center fielder, Kenny Landreau, 281 average, 7 homers, 62 RBIs. Infield a double play. Smalley had 3 steals, and that is an 8. He won't go anywhere. Ojeda, 7-7, walk 3, and he's going to walk Landreau too. So Ojeda will give up another walk, and it looks like Ojeda does not have control tonight. Second walk by Ojeda. And now that will bring up the third baseman, John Castino. 302 average, 13 homers, 64 RBIs, and 80. Strategy roll, and Smalley is going to stay put. He would have to be a 4 an attempt to try to steal third. Ojeda will deal. 5-1, that's blank. Castino, 1-7, and that's an infield single to short. That'll get picked up by Rick Burleson. He's not going to have a play, and the bases are going to be loaded. So right now, the youngster Ojeda having some trouble here in this first inning. And here's the first baseman, Ron Jackson, 265 average, 5 homers, 42 RBIs, and 80. Infield's going to play at double play depth and try to turn the 2. The runner on third will score on a grounder. Strategy roll, nothing on the 14. Ojeda a 6-8 blank Jackson, an 8-7. And, well, Jackson's going to start the scoring early. That's going to be a double to left. Smalley will come in to score. Jackson will score. Double to left field for Castino. That's a 3-7, and he will hold at third. Advances if there are two out. If not, hold. There's only nobody out. So a 2 RBI by Ron Jackson, and just like that, the Twins are on the board. It's 2-0. Stadium groans. So already 2-0 in favor of the Twins. And that will bring up the designated hitter, Jose Morales. 303 average, 8 homers, 36 RBIs in 80. Infield's going to play in this time with runners at second and third. Strategy roll, nothing on the 13. Ojeda, 4-2. Pickoff, 17 is too high. We go to the park. Fenway Park, 1-7. It's a base hit to left field with a possible double. Castino will score. Jackson will score. Morales rounding first. He's got to try for second. Left fielder is Jim Dwyer. His arm rating is an 8. His arm rating is an A, but we have a 1. You add 4 plus 4 is 5. Subtract Dwyer's arm rating was a 2. So a 1-3, Morales will get to second base. God dang it. And he'll hold. As I drop the dice, it goes all the way over here, but I can get it. Dang it. But that's a 2 RBI single by Morales, and it's now 4-0 Twins. Stadium groans. 2 RBIs for Morales, and already it doesn't look good for Ojeda. He may not get out of the first inning. Next batter is the shortstop, Pete McCannon. 266 average, 4 homers, 35 RBIs. Cutter historical and Clee baseball fan, and Doug Hunt are first to join us here at Fenway Park. Infield a double play depth, and that's a 10, nothing happening. Ojeda, 7-3. That's a base hit. That's going to be a single past second base. Morales will hold at second base, does not have the speed to get to third. And right now, Ojeda can't get anybody out. And that will bring up the right fielder, Dave Edwards. 250 average, 2 homers, 20 RBIs in 80. Still no one out in the top of the first. Strategy roll, and nothing on the 13. Ojeda has a pull rating of 11. And 2, 4, 6, 8, 9, 10. He allows another hit. He gets yanked. His pull rating is only an 11. Ojeda will pitch. Ojeda, 8-5. Range play 14. That's a 12. Yes. Edwards, 2-3. That's a fly ball to right field. Going after that is Butch Hobson. His range is a 4, and he will get it. That's out number 1. Will Morales take third? I don't think he will. He's a 2-6, and no, he'll hold. 2-6, he'll hold at second, and that's the first out finally. So 1 down. That'll bring up the catcher, Butch Weiniger. 255 average, 5 homers, 57 RBI. 1 out now, 4-0 Twins. Strategy roll, nothing on the 8th. Ojeda will deal. Ojeda, 6-5, walk, 8. And that is ball 4, and that's it for Ojeda. They've seen enough. He will not even get out of the first inning. He'll pitch a third. That is the third walk given up by Ojeda. And the bases are now loaded. And that's it for Ojeda. They're yanking him. He will not even get a turn, and not even get a turn any further than that. And the next batter for the Twins is the second baseman, Rob Wilfong. 248 average, 8 homers, 45 RBIs. And let's see what we're going to bring on to pitch here. And I got to go, in this case, I go with pitchers that have the earliest innings and who've been in the early innings. And that is going to be, let's see. Who's going to come on to pitch? That's going to be coming on to pitch for the Red Sox is going to be Steve Renko. 9 wins, 9 losses, a 4.19 ERA. Renko can pitch to 17 batters in relief. So Ojeda leaves with the L, even though I know you're supposed to pitch to the 5th, but I don't care. He's going to get the L if this goes any further. So Renko is going to pitch, and he can pitch to 17. So he'll pitch to here. So bases loaded, 1 out, top of the first already, 4-0 here. In this game between the Twins and the Red Sox, the Twins already have their 4 runs. Strategy roll, nothing on the 1. Morales stays put. Renko, 8-1, hit by pitch, -5. Wilfong is an 8, -5 will make him a 3. The 17 is too high. Wilfong, 1-3. It's a fly ball to right field. That'll be grabbed by Dwight Dewey Evans. Wilfong's sacrifice fly rating is a 5. That is a 5. Morales will come in to score. It's 5-0 Twins. But they do get the second out. Stadium groans. Sacrifice fly for Wilfong. And now batting again will be Smalley. Smalley walked his first time up. Runners at first and second, now 2 outs. Strategy roll, and nothing on the 5. McCannon stays where he is. Renko, 3-8, against the switch left. That is a possible home run. Against the righty, Smalley has a 12. +2 is 14, and that's an 8. Kaboom! That ball is high. That ball is deep. And that ball is gone. Home run, Roy Smalley. What a start for the Twins. Stadium barfs. Yeah. A 3-run bomb by Roy Smalley. And just like that, the Twins have an 8-0 lead. And now the batter is Landro. Landro walked his first time up. Still 2 outs, top of the 8th. The fans here at Fenway Park are already going to the windows and asking for a refund. Renko, 4-3. It's a blank. Landro, 8-6. And that's a ground ball to short. That'll be handled by Rick Burleson. And they'll take it they'll throw to first and retire the side. 8 runs on 4, 5 hits, a 3-run bomb by Roy Smalley, 3 walks and a sacrifice fly. I don't remember the last time I had 8 runs scored in the first inning. We'll go to the bottom of the first. Starting pitcher for the Minnesota Twins today is Fernando Arroyo. 6 wins, 6 losses, a 4.68 ERA and 80. Now, here's the story about Roy Smalley. If you notice, Roy Smalley was supposed to play in left field. He is not rated for left field. No, that is not a mistake by Chris. I went ahead and checked Baseball Reference. Baseball Reference doesn't have Roy Smalley predicted to play in left field. Why? He never did. After the first at-bat of this game, Roy Smalley was yanked. I don't know if it was maybe he got hurt or something, but Roy Smalley never played in left field in the game. And I will do the same thing here. He is out, even though we just hit a bomb. And Rick Sofield was used to put in his place. He is a left fielder, and Sofield will take his spot. So Smalley is out, even though he went 1 for 1, a walk and a 3-run bomb. But Rick Sofield will take over his position in left field. And that's exactly what happened. You can check the line score of that game. Smalley did bat, though. He did have a plate appearance, and then he got yanked. So I don't know if it was he got hit or he hurt, injured or anything, but Rick Sofield took over left field, and now I will put him in there. I'll follow how the – you guys know I usually don't follow a game perfectly, but in this case, since Marley doesn't have a left field rating and he never really played left field, but he is listed as a left fielder on the starting lineup, he gets yanked. Bottom of the first. Leading off for the Red Sox, the shortstop, Rick Burleson. 278 average, 8 homers, 51 RBIs, and 80. 8-0. Remember, in a game I had, I believe it was the 2016 season, the San Francisco Giants had an 8-0 lead, okay, on the Pittsburgh Pirates. That game, unfortunately, had to be cut in half due to a power outage. All right. Remember how that game went. Arroyo, 7-4, strikeout 8, and that's going to be too high. Burleson, 5-6, and it is a grounder to short. Taken care of there by Pete McCannon, and the throw will go to first for the out. Remember, no lead is safe, an inside pitch. Next batter is the second baseman, Dave Stapleton, 321 average, 7 homers, 45 RBIs that year. Arroyo, 7-2, against the righty. It's a possible home run against the righty. Stapleton needs a 7. With bases empty, -5. That becomes a 2. That's a 6. It's too high. Stapleton, 3-1. He'll hit a deep fly ball to center field out in that Bermuda Triangle area out there. But it's going to stay up enough for Kenny Landreau to make the catch. It's out number 2. Fernando Arroyo literally just prevented a home run. 2 down. That'll bring up the center fielder, Freddie Lynn, 301 average, 12 homers, 61 RBIs. So Fernando Arroyo just literally took a home run away from Stapleton. Arroyo, 8-4, strikeout, 18 will miss. Lynn, 1-8, and that is a grounder to second base. That'll be handled by Rob Wilfong, and he will throw to first. Retire the side. 1, 2, 3, go the Red Sox. 8-0 Twins after 1. Even on a bad pitch, kept it just an off center. Yep, exactly. We go to the top of the second. Of course, Steve Renko will stay on the mound. John Castino leads off for the Twin Cities. He got a single his first time up. Renko, 4-5, strikeout, 13 will miss. Castino, 4-6, and that's an infield single to short. That'll get picked up by Burleson. No play. Castino was safe. Castino has his second hit of the game. Fenway Park, no adjustments to strikeouts or home runs, +1 to walks. So Castino on at first, and here's Jackson. And infield set for double play. Castino had 7 steals. He's not going. Renko, 8-7 against the righty. That's going to be a base hit. Automatic single. That's a 4. It'll be a single into right field. Castino, a 7-8, and he will make it to third base. It's advanced if it's hit to right field, and it is. And Castino gets to third. And right now, the Red Sox, I don't think they wanted to play this game. Another hit for Jackson. And now here's Morales. Morales has got a single his first time up. Infield's going to play corners in. Hit the second or short, double play chance at the third or first. Play at the plate. Strategy roll. That's an 18. Morales does get the hit and run, but with runner at third base, you're not going to do it. Renko, 5-5. That's at the park. Fenway Park, 4-6. And let's see here. With a righty at bat, that is a possible home run. Against a righty, Morales is a 20. And that's not a possible home run. That is a home run. Kaboom! That ball is high. That ball is deep. And that ball is gone. Home run, Jose Morales. Stadium groans. A 3-run bomb by Jose Morales. And that's a 20 that is not adjusted, and it has an exclamation point that is not adjusted by the pitcher, by the pitcher. And that is just going to be a clean home run. And it is now 11-0, and we're only in the second. And the fans are now going to the will call windows. They want a refund. Next batter is McCannon. McCannon got a base hit his first time up. Barber yawns. Infield is back. Now 11-0 Twins. We could be looking at the most runs scored by any team I ever had was 23, and that was the San Francisco Giants in a game. Renko he's going to pitch. Renko, 1-4, error on a booted ball. McCannon, 5-3, and that is a grounder to second base. That ball is hit to Stapleton. His error rating is a 7, and guess what? It's a 7, and that's an error. That's going to be an E4 on Stapleton. First error on the Red Sox. They did have an error in the game historically. That's an E4. And Renko looks at Stapleton and said, come on, man. Really? Infield now set for double play. Next batter is Edwards. Edwards is 0 for 1. McCannon on at first. No strategy rolls anymore. Renko, 2-1. Pitcher result, 14 against a righty. That is a possible home run. But Edwards at righties, however, has 0, so that's not happening. Edwards, 4-2. But Edwards is going to get a double to center field. That's going to be a double to center. Will that score McCannon? 1-5, and no, he'll hold it third. McCannon will hold at third base. That's a double for Edwards. And now the batter is Weiniger. I do have a position player card to pitch, but I'm not going to use that yet. That's ridiculous. Late innings, maybe. Weiniger walked his first time up. Infield still a double play, and now they're going to go to back. Red Sox are trying to get an out. They still don't have an out in this inning yet. Renko will deal. 2-4. That's a blank. Weiniger, 7-7. That's a grounder to second base. That's going to get picked up, and the throw will go to first for the out. McCannon will come in to score. Edwards will go to third, and it's now 12-0. Red Sox didn't care. They just wanted to get an out. And already the fans here do not like what they're seeing. The run will come in to score. Run moves, grounder to second. That'll bring up Wilfong. Wilfong sacrificed fly his first time up. What we have here, ladies and gentlemen, is an old-fashioned ass-whooping. Infield's going to play, they'll play in. Try to be competitive. I know it's only the second inning, though. Renko, 7-4. It's a blank. Wilfong, 5-8. And that's a ground ball to short. Their infield is in. So let's see if they get him here. So grounder to short. Edwards is bait. And that is a 7. And let's see here. That is a 7. Grounder to short. Edwards is a 5, which will add 1. So that'll become an 8. Grounder to short. The runner on third will hold. And the batter is out. 2 down. So Wilfong is thrown out at first base, and they will hold Edwards at third. And now the batter is the new left fielder, Rick Sofield. 247 average, 9 homers, 49 RBIs. 2 outs now. 12-0 in favor of the Twins. We're in the second. Renko will deal. 5-4, strikeout, 18. That just missed. Sofield, 3-7, and it's a fly to right. Getting over there will be Dewey Evans, and he'll make the catch and retire the side. Let's see. 4 runs, 1, 2, 3, 4 hits, a 3-run bomb by Jose Morales, 1 error, and we go to the bottom of the second. Buckle your seatbelts, people. I have no idea where this game's going to end up. Arroyo back on the mound. Leading off for the Red Sox will be the designated hitter, Hall of Famer Tony Perez, 275 average, 25 homers, 105 RBIs in 80. Will Swingle joins us here at Fenway Park. Arroyo will deal 8-2 against the righty. It's a blank. Perez 1-2, and that's going to be a base hit to right field. There are no runners in scoring position, so Perez will get a clean single. He'll head for first, and that will bring up the original Pudge, Hall of Famer Carlton Fisk, the catcher. 289 average, 18 homers, 62 RBIs. Infield will go to double play depth. And Arroyo will pitch. No strategy rolls, obviously. Arroyo, 3-7 against a righty. Strikeout, he got Fisk. Fisk will go down on K's. That's the first strikeout for Arroyo. He had only 27 of them in 80. And that'll bring up the first baseman, Hall of Famer, one of the greatest of all time, Captain Carl Yastrzemski, 275 average, 15 homers, 50 RBIs in 80. I think I asked this question before. I know Ted Williams is the most loved player in Red Sox history. Is Yaz the second? 1 out here, 12-0 Twins. And yes, we're only in the second inning. Arroyo, 3-8. It's a blank. Yaz, 8-5. That's a ground ball to short. And that 20 is definitely going to be a double play. That's definitely going to be a double play. Grounded to short, easily picked up there by McCannon. Throws to Wilfong for first, to Jackson to second, and that'll do it. 6-4-3 double play. No runs and a hit. 12-0 Twins. We go to the top of the third. Twins all over the Red Sox here. 12-0. No, you're not seeing things. Kenny Landreau leads off for the Twins. He is 0 for 1 with a walk. Renko can still pitch to 6 more batters. He's going to stay up there. The Red Sox already figured this game was going into the L column. Renko, 2-1. Pitcher result. That's a 2. And against the lefty, that's going to be an out. And that's going to be a grounder to first base. That'll be handled there by Yaz. And Yaz will take it to the bag himself. 1 down. Here's Castino. Castino 2 for 2 with 2 singles. Renko, he'll go ahead and pitch. Professor Greg Brooking joins us here at Fenway Park. He is the official professor of RJL Network. Renko will pitch. Renko, 5-6. Pickoff. Nobody on base, so we go to the park. Fenway Park, 3-1. And that is a fly to left. Going over there will be Jim Washer and Dwyer. And he'll make the catch in front of the monster, 2 down. And now the batter is Jackson. Jackson is 2 for 2, a single and a double. The reason why I call Mr. Greg Brooking a professor, he wrote an excellent book on, I believe, on Colonial Times during Colonial Times in Georgia. Spectacular novel, getting rave reviews. I've not read it, but maybe I should get a copy and read it. Renko will go ahead and pitch. Renko, 8-2. It's a blank. Jackson, 5-6. And that is a ground ball to third. That'll get taken care of by Hobson. Hobson takes it, throws to first. And that is a 1-2-3 inning on the Twins. Somebody go ahead and check out. Somebody go ahead and look outside. Someone go ahead there and check outside and see if the sky is falling. We go to the bottom of the third. Leading off for the Red Sox is the left fielder, Jim Washer and Dwyer, 285 average, 9 homers, 38 RBIs. Arroyo will deal. 5-6. Walk. 10. Yeah, that's ball 4. He walked him. Dwyer will walk. And that is the first walk given up by Arroyo. He only had 30 of them in 80. Here's the right fielder, Dwight Dewey Evans. 266 average, 18 homers, 60 RBIs. I definitely put him in the Hall of the Very Good. Some people think he belongs in the Hall of Fame. Dwyer on at first. No strategy rolls, of course, with a 12-0 lead. Arroyo, 1-7. It's a blank. Evans, 4-8. That's a grounder to second base. Evans is a 14 plus. That's an 18. Arroyo just adds 2. I already know what's going on here. That's a 4-6-3 double play. 4-6-3 double play, 2 outs. The thing about double plays, I can look at the 20-sided and just check this. If it's anywhere close, I have to look at everything there. But an 18 is definitely going to be hit the second base. You know, if it's hit the second base or short, it's +1, +2, -2 to catcher, and none to third. So that is a 4-6-3, 2 down. Double plays are a lot faster now. Next batter is the third baseman, Butch Hobson. 228 average, 11 homers, 39 RBIs. 2 outs. Arroyo, 4-2. Range play at the park. Fenway Park, 6-4. And that's a base hit to center field. But it's a range play for Kenny Landreau. He stunk. His range is a 1. That's a 3. It'll be a single. Hobson will get a base hit to keep the inning going. And now here's Burleson. Burleson's 0 for 1. 2 outs, 12-0 Twins. Arroyo will pitch. 7-2 against a righty. It's a possible home run against a righty. Burleson a 3. With runners on base, you add 7. But, however, you cannot go any higher. You cannot go higher than double, or actually any higher than the number this is. So 3 + 7 would be a 10, but you can only double that, so that would be a 6. Doesn't matter. The 19 is too high. Burleson, 7-2, and that's going to be a grounder to second base anyway. That'll be handled by Wilfong. He's going to throw to the shortstop, covering to get Hobson, and the inning is over. No runs, 1 hit, a walk, and no errors. 12-0 Twins. Correct. You can only go down 3. The max you can go is up 3. That is correct. So I'm pretty sure I think I got that right. We go to the top of the 4th. Leading off for the Twins will be Jose Morales. He is 2 for 2, a single and a bomb. Renko will deal. Yes, happy Valentine's Day, of course, to the lovely Barbara. 1-1, walk, 20 is high. Morales, 7-5, and that's powered into right field. That's a 4, and believe it or not, against a righty, it's going to stay up there enough for the right fielder, Evans, to make the catch. It's out number 1. I can't believe it. Just missed it. 1 down. Here's McCannon. McCannon is 1 for 2, singled and reached on an error. McCannon will pitch. Renko. 4-1. Walk. 14 is high. McCannon. 6-8. And with no runners in scoring position, that's a base hit past first. Renko, a 1-11 will turn that into an out. That's a 3. And instead, it's going to be a ground ball to first. And that'll be picked up there by Yaz. He'll take it to the bag himself for the second out. Renko turns that single into an out. And now here's Edwards. Edwards 1 for 2 with a double. Renko, he will pitch. Renko, 7-2, strikeout, 5, swing and a miss. Struck him out, and that will end the inning. 1, 2, 3 go the Twins. We go to the bottom of the 4th. Renko is tired, though. Bottom of the fourth inning. Leading off for the Red Sox will be Dave Stapleton, and he's 0 for 1. Arroyo will go ahead and pitch. Arroyo, 7-5. It's a blank. Stapleton, 3-1. Flied to center field. Easy play for Landro. And he'll make that catch for the out. Here's Lynn. Lynn is 0 for 1. Arroyo, 8-6. That's a blank. Lynn, 2-1. That's grounded to short. That'll be picked up there by McCannon. And the throw goes over for out number 2. And here's Perez. Perez got a single his first time up. Arroyo can pitch to 26 batters. Arroyo will deal. Arroyo, 1-5. It's a blank. Perez, 1-8. That's popped up. Pop fly ball to short. And once again, McCannon's going to get to that. He'll make the catch and retire the side. Fernando Arroyo pitching a 2-hitter here. 12-0 Twins after 4. Not a good night for the Bo Sox. Celebrating which hockey game you'd pick up for your next sport, leaning towards 49 quick decks. Hurting a lot of good things about 49 quick decks there, Ben Witz. We go to the bottom of the fourth inning. That's going to be it for Renko. They're going to yank him. He's tired, but that'll be it for him. And the Red Sox will bring in a new pitcher. For the top of the fifth inning, right? Yeah, top of the fifth, I should say. Not the bottom of the fourth. Top of the fifth. Not paying attention as usual. So top of the fifth inning, and a new pitcher for the Red Sox. And Butch Weiniger leads off. Switch hitter, then 2 lefties coming up, but it really doesn't matter. They're all got righties on the mound, righties in the bullpen anyway. So we're in the middle innings, so we'll do with the pitcher with the most middle innings there is. And that will be... That's going to be Dick Drago. 7 wins, 7 losses, 3 saves, a 4.14 ERA. Dick Drago will pitch. Has the most middle innings in the bullpen. 4.14 ERA. Drago will come on, and he can pitch to 12. And he'll probably pitch the whole 12. Butch Weiniger leads off for Minnesota. Top of the fifth, 12-0. Drago. 1-3, strikeout, 10. That's going to miss. Weiniger, a 5-4, and that's a base hit. Weiniger hits a single into past third, and it's a base hit for Weiniger. Next batter is Wilfong. Wilfong is 0 for 2, but does have a sacrifice fly. Yes, Ben, the EMLS numbers are a nice guide. They are. Infield double play, no strategy rolls, of course. Drago, 2-5, strikeout. He'll get Wilfong. That'll be a strikeout for Drago. He had 63 of them in 80. Next up is Sofield. Sofield is 0 for 1 since taking over for Smalley. Weiniger on it first. Drago, 5-6, walk, 4. That's ball 4. So right now, as I said, the Red Sox probably already thinking about the next game. Drago had 37 walks in 80. Here comes Landro. Landro's 0 for 2 with a walk. It's Drago? You prefer the Rocky pronunciation of Drago, but I heard it's really Drago. If he dies, he dies. Runners at first and second. Drago will go ahead and pitch. Drago, 1-6. Range play 13. That's a 14. No. Landro, 1-5. That's a line drive to short. That's going to be out number 2. That's a 20. Both runners will get back. I already know that. And it'll be out number 2. Line out to short. That's gloved by Burleson. Both runners will get back on there. On a 20, there's no chance of a double play anywhere. And now here's Castino. Castino 2 for 3 with 2 singles. Weiniger on it second. Sofield on it first. Twins running away with this one, 12-0. Drago, 8-1. It's a blank. Castino, 8-1. Ground ball to short. That'll be handled there easily by Burleson. He'll get that, and he is going to throw to first to get Castino. And that will retire the side. No runs, a hit, and a walk. That's all the Twins will get. And we'll go to the bottom of the fifth. I am getting better at this game. I'm beginning to remember certain rules, specifically the home run rule. I do remember that. Leading off will be Pudge. Carlton Fisk is 0 for 1. Arroyo, he'll go ahead and deal. 5-6, walk, 20 is high. Fisk, 3-6, and that is a grounder to short. Taken care of there by McCannon. He's made the last 3 putouts. It's out number 1. He's been busy. Next up is Yaz. Yaz is 0 for 1. Arroyo, 3-6, walk, 13 is high. That just missed, too. Yaz, 3-1, that's flied to right. This time someone else will get a turn. It'll be Edwards. Mike Edwards makes the catch for out number 2. And now here's Dwyer Sheets. He walked this first time up. Arroyo will deal. Arroyo, 5-4, range play 14. That's a 4, yes. Dwyer, 3-8. That's an infield single to second base, but charging in is Wilfong. His range is a 3, and he's got it. Nice play by Wilfong. They'll throw to first and get him out and retire the side. 1, 2, 3. Go the Red Sox, 12-0 after 5. I'm wondering when Boston's going to go ahead and put together a rally, but right now it doesn't look like we're going to see one here. Yes, as I said, definitely happy Valentine's Day to the lovely Barbara. We go to the top of the 6th. Drago will stay on the mound. Why not? Ron Jackson leads off for the Twins. He is 2 for 3, a single and a double. Drago, 2-3, walk, 6, ball 4. He walked him. Another walk given up by Red Sox pitching, and that is actually the 5th walk given up by Red Sox pitching. It'll bring up Morales. Morales is 2 for 3, a single and a bomb. Infield set for double play. Drago deals. 6-1, that's a blank. Morales, 6-5, and that's a base hit past short. It's a good, clean hit. Jackson will get the second. He'll hold. He doesn't have the speed to get the third. And now runners at first and second. And now here's McCannon. McCannon is 1 for 3, singled and reached on an error. Still nobody out here in the top of the 6th. 12-0 Twins. Drago, 8-7, hit by pitch, +4. McCannon is a 0, and that's a 20. It's not happening. McCannon, 4-4, and against the righty, it's a fly out to right. That's going to be Dewey Evans getting that. That's going to be out number 1. Does Jackson take third? 2-4, and he will... Yes, he will. Advances of his base running rating as a 4-7. He is a 4. He'll get to third base. So Jackson advances to third. Now runners at the corners. And the batter is Edwards. Edwards is 1 for 3 with a double. They're going to play corners in. So a double play chance at the second or short. First or third play at the plate. Drago, 1-1. It's a blank. Edwards, 1-2. And that's going to be a base hit into left field. There are runners in scoring position. So that's a single to left. Jackson will score. Will Morales take third? A 1-4, I don't think so. No, he's mud. He'll hold at second base. Single to left field, and it's now 13-0 Twins. Stadium groans. The Twins putting on a clinic today. Brian B. joins us here at Fenway Park. You were able to, you watched my no-hitter. Thank you very much. Yes, first ever inside pitch no-hitter on the network. That was one of the only things I was missing playing this game for so long. The only thing now I'm missing really is a perfect game. And I came close on that, but I'm glad I just got the no-hitter. Weiniger is the next batter. And that's an RBI single by Edwards. Weiniger is 1 for 2, single and a walk. Infield a double play depth, 13-0 now, Twins. Drago will stay on the mound. He's going to take one for the team. 3-7. And that is a possible home run. Weiniger a 5. -3 makes him a 2, but the 14 is too high. Weiniger 1-1, but he's still going to get a base hit past second base. Single past second, but Morales will not score, and the bases are loaded. So right now, the Red Sox can't do no right, and the Twins can't do no wrong, and the bases are loaded for Wilfong. Wilfong is 0 for 3. He does have home run power. He can hit one. Infield's going to stay at... They're going to play corners in. They're not going to play infield in. Not going to play... Actually, no. Well, they could play corners in with runners with bases loaded, right? Yeah, they could do it. Play corners in. So hit the first or third. Players at the plate. Runners at second and short. It is a double play chance. Drago, 6-7. Strikeout, 16 is too high. Wilfong, 7-6. And Wilfong is not going to get a home run, but he is going to clear the bases. He hits one high and deep into right field. That's going to roll all the way into the corner. That's going to be a triple. Triple. Morales will score. Edwards will score. Weiniger will score. Wilfong holds at third. Triple to right. 16-0 Twins. Stadium barfs. Yeah. You get a score. You go score. You get a score. Everybody gets a score. 3 RBI triple for Rob Wilfong. And right now, the Twins are just embarrassing the Red Sox. Well, they can't all be good. Stadium heads for the exits. Infield's going to continue to play in. Now 16-0 Twins. I'm wondering how much longer this can go on. Sofield, the batter. Drago will be tired after Sofield, and Drago's going to pitch. Wilfong on at third. Drago will deal. Drago, 2-7 against the lefty, walk, and guess what? It's ball 4. And that will be it for Drago, as he is now tired. And Drago coming out of the game, and Landro is the next batter. So that's it for Drago. And now we're going to see who will come into pitch for the Red Sox. Now we'll take another pitcher with the most middle innings. And that is going to be, because they're still in the middle innings. Coming on to pitch for the Red Sox is going to be Skip Lockwood. Does that name ring a bell? 3 wins, 1 loss, 2 saves, a 5.32 ERA. Skip Lockwood will come on to pitch. Why not? And he can pitch to 10. Maybe he can get the game over with. Landro, the batter. Wilfong on at third. Sofield on at first. Skip Lockwood now the pitcher. Infield's going to play at. They're going to play double. They're going to play corners in. Yep, former Met. Lockwood will pitch. Lockwood 4-3. Range play 14. 18. No. Landro 5-3, and that is a fly to left. That's going to be a fly ball to left field. That is a 3. Sacrifice fly rating is a 10. Wilfong will come in to score, and they now lead it by 2 touchdowns and a field goal at 17-0. 2 outs, though, as Landro picks up a sacrifice fly, which will bring in Wilfong. And now the batter is Castino. Castino is 2 for 4. 2 outs now, top of the 6th. Twins have a nice, healthy 17-0 lead. They definitely now get a field goal to go with the 2 touchdowns. Lockwood will go ahead and pitch. Lockwood, 8-3. Range play 14. That's a 5. That's a 5. Yes. Castino, 6-8. That's a grounder to first. That's a range play for Yaz. His range is a 7, but because he's home, it won't matter. He's going to make the play. Lockwood will come on over there, and Yaz will throw it to him and get him to the out, and that will retire the side. 5 runs on 1, 2, 3, 4 hits, 2 walks, and a sacrifice fly. 17-0 after going to the bottom of the 6th. The most I've had was 22. That's the most runs I've had scored by one team. We go to the bottom of the 6th. Twins leading 17-0 here. Some people are once wondering, can we ever have a team just go crazy? You're watching that. Dwight Evans is the batter. He'll lead off. He's 0 for 1. Arroyo will pitch. 5-4. Range play 14. That's a 19. No. Evans, 2-2. And that's a base hit past third, but there are no runners in scoring position. Arroyo, a 1-11. He'll turn that into an out. That is a 10. And right now the Red Sox cannot get a break. That's going to be turned into a ground ball to third, as that'll get picked up there by Castino, and the throw goes to first for the out. Next up is Hobson. Hobson is 0 for 1. Arroyo, 7-5. It's a blank. Hobson, 1-2. And that's a grounder to second base, handled there by Wilfong. And Wilfong throws to first for out number 2. Next batter is Burleson. Burleson's 0 for 2. Arroyo will deal. Arroyo, 1-5. It's a blank. Burleson, 6-5. And that's going to be a base hit past third. There are no runners in scoring position, so that'll be a clean single. And Burleson will get his first hit of the game. And now the batter is Stapleton. Stapleton is 0 for 2. Burleson on it first. Arroyo will pitch. 2-6. Error on a booted ball. Stapleton, 5-7. And against a righty, that's going to be a fly out to center. Easy play for Landro. He'll get to it and retire the side. No runs and a hit for the Red Sox. And right now, the Twins are just embarrassing this team with a 17-0 lead. We go to the 7th. Skip Lockwood will stay on the mound. Might as well. Ron Jackson leads off for the Twins. He is 2 for 3. Single, double, and a walk. Lockwood will deal. Lockwood, 1-4. Pitcher result. That's a 14 against a righty. It's just going to be a blank. Just missed a possible home run. Jackson, 1-6. He'll fly one to left. That'll be handled by Dwyer. And that will be the first out. Next up is Morales. Morales is 3 for 4. 3 for 4. 2 singles and a bomb. Lockwood will deal. 7-4. That's at the park. Fenway Park. 8-6. And with a right-handed bat, that is a possible home run to right field. And Morales, Morales just hit his second home run of the game. Kaboom! That ball is high, that ball is deep, and that ball is gone. Home run Jose Morales' second bomb of the game. Stadium cries. 18-0 in favor of the Twins as Morales hits one right that way. The batter now is McCannon, and he is 1 for 4. Got a single and reached on an error. I've done stadium cries a few times. Lockwood, 6-2. And that's going to be an automatic hit. And that is going to be a base hit to right field. And right now, the Red Sox just want to get this game over. If they could forfeit it, they probably would. Base hit from McCannon. Here's Edwards. Edwards is 2 for 4, a single and a double. Infield, a double play death. Are you weeping or not weeping? 18-0 in favor of the Twins. McCannon on at first. Lockwood, 7-5. That's a blank. Edwards, 2-1. That's a ground ball to short. That's an 18, and that's going to be a 6-4-3 double play. Edwards has a double play rating of 10+. That's an 18. That's not going to get changed by anything. And that is also going to retire the side. 1 run on 2 hits. And right now, the Red Sox are already thinking about the next game they're going to play, because they're definitely not playing this one. We are at the 7th inning stretch. Sing, take me out to the ball game. With any fans that are still left in the stadium, I'll be right back. Don't forget, we got 10-minute ticker coming up after tonight's game. Our next matchup will be tomorrow night, and we're going to be at Atlanta Fulton County Stadium for a big matchup in the National League for July 22nd. The Montreal Expos will take on the Atlanta Braves. Bill Spaceman Lee will be pitching for the Expos, and Phil Necro will be pitching for Atlanta. Important matchup in the National League. Expos chasing the Phillies, and the Braves trying to stay in the top 3 in the NL West. Big matchup tomorrow night. Expos and the Braves. Hopefully that game's a little better than this one. Bottom of the 7th, Twins lead 18-0. For those of you wondering if I'm going to run out of markers, the answer is no. Fernando Arroyo will continue to pitch, and Fred Lynn leads off for Baston. He's 0 for 2. Arroyo will deal. Arroyo, 6-6. It's a blank. Lynn, 6-3, and that's a ground out to short. That'll be handled by McCannon. He's been busy tonight. That's out number 1. Next up is Perez. Perez is 1 for 2. Arroyo will deal. 8-2. Against a righty, it's a blank. Perez, 8-1. Line out right to second base. Wilfong puts up the glove. Pop and goes right in. 2 down. And now here's Pudge. Pudge is 0 for 2. Frank S. joins us here at Fenway Park. The only thing would have been better against the Astros again, like Bill Swift. Yeah, I actually told Steeler fan that his favorite player of all time now has company. Larry Gura, who would have thought? Arroyo, 6-2. It's a blank. Pudge, 8-2. Hit by the pitch. Wow, he's automatically hit by the pitch. You don't see that often. He gets plunked. He'll go to first. First hit batter of the game. And that'll bring up Yaz. Pudge got hit by a pitch a lot of times. A 32 hit by pitch rating. He got hit by a pitch a lot. Arroyo will deal with Yaz. Yaz is 0 for 2. Arroyo, 8-3. Hit by pitch, -1. Yaz, his hit by pitch rating is a 0. It's not happening. Yaz, 5-5. That's a grounder right back to Arroyo. Arroyo's going to get that. And he's going to throw to first to get Yaz. And that takes care of the inning. Nothing across except a hit batter. 18-0 Twins after 7. We go to the 8th. Skip Lockwood can pitch to 4 more batters before he tires. He's going to stay out there. Butch Weiniger leads off for the Twins. He is 2 for 3, 2 singles. The fans that are left here in Fenway Park are, I don't know, probably on their cell phones and all that stuff and doing lots of texting. Oh, wait, this is 1980. I'll bet you right now the fans that are at this game right now wish they had cell phones. Lockwood, 7-3, it's a blank. Weiniger, 4-2, grounded to first base. And that'll be handled by Yaz. He'll take it to the bag himself for the out. At least if you were watching a game like this now, you could be on your cell phone. Imagine if you were there in 1980 and you actually had to sit there and watch this. There's Wilfong. Wilfong is 1 for 4. He had a bases clearing triple his last time up. Lockwood will deal. Lockwood, 4-5. Walk. That's ball 4. He walks Wilfong. So that is a walk there. And now the batter is Sofield. Sofield is 0 for 1, but he's walked twice. Infield set for double play. Lockwood, 2-1. Pitcher result. The 20 is going to be too high. Sofield, 8-6. And that's a ground ball to short. That's a 7. Hit to short +1 is an 8. +2 makes it a 10. That's going to be a fielder's choice. Wilfong thrown out at second. Sofield will make first. And that's out number 2. And now Landro. Landro is 0 for 4 with a walk. Sofield, he'll go ahead and be at first. Lockwood with the deal. 8-5 against the lefty. Strikeout. No. Landro, 1-6. And that's going to be a base hit past first. There are no runners in scoring position. And Sofield has speed. He'll get to third. Single pass first. Sofield will make third base. And now Lockwood is tired, and the batter will be Castino. And that'll be it for Lockwood. And I know I could use the position player card. You know what? I'll use that for the 9th. We need a pitcher here. Let's see. We're in the late innings now. So for the Red Sox, and it's not a save situation, so we're going to use let's use him. It really doesn't matter. Coming on to pitch for the Red Sox is going to be Win Remmerswall. I have no idea who the hell he is. 2 wins, a loss, a 4.58 ERA. Win Remmerswall, who actually came in many early innings but never started, so probably came in case a pitcher got shelled. So Win Remmerswall will come on to pitch. Why not? They did grab a fan from the stands. Win Remmerswall. I have no idea who he is. He'll pitch to Castino. Castino's 2 for 5 with 2 singles. 18-0 Twins. Remmerswall will pitch. Remmerswall, 2-8. Error, foul, grounder at the park. Fenway Park. 6-6. And that's a fly ball to right field. He'll get out of it. That's going to be a fly to right, and that'll be handled by Evans, and Evans will make the catch, and that'll end the inning. No runs, one hit, and a walk, and we'll go to the bottom of the 8th. I don't know. Maybe I'll let Remmerswall finish the game out. Why not? Does it really matter? Unless the Red Sox pull off an 18-run inning, which would probably an 18-run inning that might challenge my no-hitter. If the Red Sox were to get 19 runs in the bottom of the 9th, that would probably challenge my no-hitter for Game of the Year. Jim Dwyer will lead off for Baston. He's 0 for 1 with a walk. Arroyo's going to pitch. He can pitch to 2 more batters before he tires. Arroyo will go ahead and deal. Arroyo, 3-7 against the lefty. Walk. 17 is high. Dwyer, 7-4. That's powered into center field. That's a 19. It's going to stay up there. Landro will get to it. And that is out number 1. Next up is Evans. Evans is 0 for 2. Arroyo will deal. Arroyo, 8-2 against the righty. It's a blank. Evans, 5-8. That's a double. Evans hits one into center field. And that's going to be a double for Evans. And that is only the 4th hit by the Red Sox. Now Arroyo is tired. They're going to let him pitch. And the batter is Hobson. Hobson is 1 for 2. Evans on at second. 1 out here. Bottom of the 8th. 18-0 Twins. Arroyo, 8-2 against the righty. It's a blank. Hobson, 2-5. That's a fly to right. That'll be handled by Edwards. That is out number 2. Evans is not going to go to third. I'll use the 6-run rule option, and Evans will stay put. I will not send him to third base, which would be stupid. And now here's Burleson. Burleson is 1 for 3. Evans on at second. 2 men down. Fans here at Fenway Park, the ones that are still left, hoping for something. Arroyo, 1-7. It's a blank. Burleson, 6-7. And that's going to be a double to right field. That'll get a run in. Evans will come in to score. Burleson holds at second. It is now 18-1. Stadium cheers. Yay. RBI double by Burleson. And now the batter is Stapleton. And that's going to be it for, I don't know how many complete games he had. He only had 6 wins. You know what? Nah, he's out. That's going to be it for Arroyo. 17-run lead, but the Twins not going to be dumb. There goes, and that's I would have kept him in there if it was the shutout. The Red Sox historically did get shut out in this game. We'll see a new pitcher for the Twins. And it's going to be a righty on Stapleton, and it does not need to be a save situation, so they're going to go with John Verhoeven. 3 wins, 4 losses, a 3.97 ERA. Arroyo leaves with a W. And John Verhoeven will pitch, and he can pitch to 10 batters. So Stapleton will bat against Verhoeven. Now 2 outs here, bottom of the 8th, 18-1. Verhoeven, 3-7. Range play 13. That's a 13. Yes. Stapleton, 4-4. That's a ground ball to third. That ball is hit to Castino. His range is a 6. And that's a 1. Castino will go ahead and get that. And he'll throw to first to get Stapleton. And that will retire the side. But the Red Sox get a run. 1 run on 2 hits. It is now 18-1 after 8. We go to the 9th. Remmerswall stay on the mound. Ron Jackson leads off for the Twins. He is 2 for 4, a single, a double, and a walk. The Shaker joins us here at Fenway Park. Remmerswall will deal. Remmerswall, 8-7, walk, ball 4. That'll be another walk given up by the Red Sox. And now the batter is Morales. Morales has had an awesome game. 4 for 5, 2 singles, and 2 bombs. Infield is at double play. Jackson on it first. Remmerswall with the deal. Remmerswall, 4-4. That's a blank. Morales, 7-6. And that is a ground ball to second base. That's a 14. Hit the second, +1 is a 15. Remmerswall, +1 is a 16. That's going to be a double play. That's a 4-6-3 double play, 2 down. As Morales will hit into the twin killing. And now here's McCannon. McCannon is 2 for 5, 2 singles, and reached on an error. Remmerswall will deal. Remmerswall, 4-2, walk, 11. That's too high. McCannon, 2-7, and that's going to be, there are no runners in scoring position. That's going to be an automatic out. It'll be a grounder to short, handled there by Burleson, and the throw goes to first to retire the side. Nothing across except the walk, and we'll go to the bottom of the ninth. But will we see some ninth inning magic? Although if the Red Sox was to get, as I said, if they get 19 runs here, all right, that would probably challenge my no-hitter for game of the year. John Verhoeven will stay on the mound. Fred Lynn will lead off for the Red Sox. He's 0 for 3. 18-1, bottom of the ninth. The fans here that paid for their tickets are still, that wanted to get the most out of their tickets, stayed for this game. I don't know why. Verhoeven will deal. Verhoeven, 8-1. That's an automatic out, and that will be a fly to right field, and that'll be grabbed by Edwards for out number 1. Next up is Perez. Perez is 1 for 3, a single. Verhoeven will deal. Verhoeven, 8-5, walk, 12. That's too high. Perez, 5-4, and that's grounded to short. Another busy day from another busy play from McCannon. He's made a lot of putouts tonight. That goes to out number 2. And the last chance for the Red Sox is Pudge. Fisk is 0 for 2, but he got hit by a pitch. Verhoeven trying to go ahead and get the job done. And if he gives up, it would be a hold he would still get. So Verhoeven will go ahead and deal. Verhoeven, 6-7. It's a blank. Pudge, 7-4. And that is a fly ball to center field. And getting under that is Kenny Landreau. He takes a couple of steps to his right, puts out his glove, blop, and the ball falls into it. That's your game. Mercifully, the Twins go ahead and take the Red Sox behind the woodshed and just give them the spanking of their season. They win it tonight, 18-1. Stadium cries. Nothing across for the Red Sox. This will be an 18-1 schmice that the Twins gave the Red Sox. The Twins will go to 42-47. The Red Sox drop back to 500, 44-44. Final line score coming up. For the Twins, 18 runs, 17 hits, no errors. For the Red Sox, 1 run, 5 hits, and 1 error. How close was the Red Sox? Historically, the Red Sox got shut out, no runs, 5 hits and 1 error. If it wasn't for the double, it would have been a perfect. It would have been a perfect match for the home team for inside pitch. The winning pitcher is a Fernando Arroyo. He gets the win. Bobby Ojeda gets the loss, and he didn't even make it out of a third of an inning. He made a third of an inning, and that was it. And John Verhoeven's going to get a hold. So that is it here from Fenway Park, mercifully. And we're not done. We still got 10-minute ticker. It's up next. Stadium is empty. Yeah, I think so. I guess the stadium chairs groan. Yeesh. All right. Well, that was the biggest smacking, I think, in inside pitch advanced history. At least I think so. I know that's the 17 runs is definitely the biggest margin. No doubt that's the biggest margin. It is now time for the 10-minute ticker, brought to you by FastScore Baseball. So the Twins go ahead and do an 18-1 schmice. The thing about FastScore, the most you can do in FastScore is 14 runs in 1980. 16 is the most. There's no way you can even get 18 in FastScore. Rangers at Baltimore starting July 19th. Rangers 7-11, that's 0. Orioles 26-43, and that is 7. Toronto at California. Blue Jays 9-53, that is 5. Angels 7-46, that is also 5. And they'll go to extras. Let's see here. Toronto rolls a 6, +1 is 7. California rolls a 1, -1 is 0. That's a win for the Blue Jays. White Sox and the Brewers. White Sox 331, that is 2. Brewers 23-45, that's 7, a win for the Brew Crew. Kansas City and the Yankees. Royals 5-22, that is 2. Yankees 15-44, that's 5, a win for the Yanks. Cleveland at Oakland. Indians 11-21, that's 2. Athletics 11-46, that's 5. Detroit at Seattle. Tigers 15-16, and that's 3. Mariners 15-63, that is 8, a win for the M's. Philadelphia at Atlanta in a doubleheader. Phillies 12-54, that's 6. Braves 7-63, that's 7. The Braves take the first. Phillies 8-15, that's 1. Braves 10-51, that is 5. And the Braves take both. Padres and the Cubs. Padres 10-41, that is 4. Cubs 6-44, 4 as well, and that's going into extras. Padres roll a 4 +0. Cubs roll a 2, -1 is 1. That will be a win for the Friars. Mets and the Reds. Can my Mets get a win? Mets 7-63, and that is 7. Reds 12-51, and that is 6. And my Mets will get a happy recap. Expos and the Astros in a doubleheader. Expos 9-21, 2 runs. Astros 7-33, 3 runs. The Astros will get the first. Expos 12-55, that's 6. Astros 3-15, that is 1. And they'll split the twin bill. Dodgers and the Pirates. Dodgers 8-25, that's 3. Pirates 15-31, and that is 4. Raise the Jolly Roger. Giants and the Cardinals. Giants 9-14, that is 1. Cardinals 12-56, and that's 7. And the Cardinals will win it. July 20th, Rangers at Baltimore. Rangers 1042, that's 4. Orioles 1246, that's 5. O's win. Minnesota at Boston. Twins 964, that's 8. Red Sox 1156, that is 7. They made it closer that time, but the Twins will still win. Toronto and the Angels. Toronto 843, 4 runs. Angels 1655, and that is 7 runs. White Sox and the Brew Crew. White Sox 465, 7. Brewers 1565, 10. That's a win for the Brewers. Royals and the Yankees. Royals 1015, that is 2. Yankees 1413, that is 2. And they're going to extras. Royals roll a 5, plus 1 is 6. Yankees roll a 2, plus 1 is 3. And the Royals will get the win. Cleveland at Oakland. Cleveland 746, and that's 5. Oakland 2366, that's 13, and Oakland will win it. Detroit at Seattle. Tigers 2953, that's going to be 9. Mariners 453, and that's 5, a win for the Cats. Philadelphia at Atlanta. Phillies 1355, that's 7. Braves 1022, that's 2. Padres and the Cubs. Padres 1061, that's 7. Cubs 744, that's 4. Padres win. Mets and the Reds. Can my Mets get a win? Mets 663, that is 7. Reds 252, and that is 4. And my Mets get another happy recap. Expos and the Astros. Expos 724, that'll be 2. Astros 712, that's 0. Win for the Expos. Dodgers and the Pirates in a doubleheader. Dodgers 1034, that's 4. Pirates 764, that's 7. Raise the Jolly Roger for the first. Dodgers 954, that is 6. Pirates 255, and that is 5. And they'll split the twin bill. Giants and the Cardinals. Giants 666, that's 9. Cardinals 1433, and that is 4. G-Men will win. On to July 21st, Rangers at Boston. Rangers 1365, that is 9. Rangers have been playing very well lately. Red Sox 1152, and that is 6. A win for the Rangers. Detroit at the Angels. Tigers 1412, that is 1. Angels 1335, that's 4. The Angels will get the win. White Sox and the Royals. White Sox 312, that's 0. Royals 743, and that is 4. That's a win for the Royals. Baltimore at Minnesota in a doubleheader. Game 1, Baltimore 1231, and that is 4. Twins 441, and that is 3. Orioles take the first. Orioles 1845, and that's going to be 6. Twins 366, that's 8, and they'll split the twin bill. Brewers and the Yankees. Brewers 1055, that is 6. Yankees 1515, and that's 2, a win for the Brew Crew. Toronto at Oakland. Blue Jays 911, that's 0. Oakland 751, and that will be 5. Cleveland and the M's. Indians 1213, that is 1. Mariners 1025, that is 3, a win for the Mariners. Expos and the Braves. We have these two tomorrow night. Expos 1224, that is 3. Braves 341, that is also 3. and they're going into extras. Expos, Montreal rolls a 6 plus 0. Atlanta, a 1 plus 1 is 2. That will be a win for the Spos. Giants and the Cubs. Giants 4-24, and that is 2. Cubs 4-61, that'll be 5. A win for the Cubs. Phillies and the Reds. Phillies 15-25, and that is 4. Reds 18-11, that is 1. Rough night for the Reds. Mets and the Astros. Can my Mets get a win? Mets 3-44, and that will be 4. Astros 9-66, that's 10, and the Astros will get the win. Dodgers and the Cardinals. Dodgers 8-65, that's 8. Cardinals 14-15, and that is 2. That's a win for the Dodgers. That is your 10-minute ticker. If your team won tonight, congratulations. If they didn't, there's always tomorrow. Tomorrow we will be at Atlanta, Fulton County Stadium. The Montreal Expos taking on the Atlanta Braves. Bill Spaceman Lee for the Expos. Phil Negro for the Braves. Be there or be square. Thank you all for joining me tonight. Please leave a like in your way out the turnstiles. I really don't know if this game deserved it, but subscribe if you've not done so, and make sure you hit the bell. Stay safe, stay healthy, stay smart, stay strong, and we'll see you guys tomorrow night. The Minnesota Twins take the Boston Red Sox, throw them in the washer, then put them in the dryer, and then hang them out the rest to dry. Minnesota 18-1 tonight. Just see you guys tomorrow night.